What's going on, guys? I'm Bill and welcome to Bill's How To. Today I'm going to show you guys how to change a string on your bump feed line trimmer. Let's do this. Alright guys, so today I'm going to show you how to replace the line on your line trimmer, whether you call it a weed whacker, weed eater, line edger, line trimmer, whipper snipper, whatever it is, it's the same process. This one here is a two-piece Ryobi, so you can see there I've got the back end of my whipper snipper or line trimmer. Over here I've got my front end. This is a straight shaft, two-piece. The reason why it's two-piece is I can put attachments onto the line trimmer, so that's for another video. Unbelievable the amount of attachments that can actually go on this. So what I'm going to show you today is how to replace your line. The first thing you want to do is get the cover. You'll notice that this is the section that actually pops and releases the line. So you'll see there's a little clip over here. Hopefully you guys can see it. So as I press that, the cover will actually come undone. There's one on both sides, so you want to press both of them and that cover will pop off. What you do then is remove that upper cover, put that on the side, and then you've got your spool. So what I'm using is a twisted line. I find this one here to be the most effective. Okay, it doesn't run out as quick, so you'll find that it doesn't wear out. It also eats through the tougher weeds and roots a lot easier than what the other one does. So make sure you get a twisted one. This one here is an Oregon brand. Okay, so what you want to do is get about 2 to 3 body lengths of line. So all I do is hold on to one end, pull that out, once again, 3, and then I'll cut this off right here. So once I've got my new line ready, all I want to do is put it through this little hole. You'll see there's a hole on either end of the spool, and it doesn't matter which side it goes through, you just need to feed it right through. So I want to push that right through till it pops out the other end, and then we're going to pull it. I'm going to get the other end of the line, put them together, and then I'm just going to run my hands all the way down until this is actually centered on the line. So that's once it's centered, it'll look like that. Now one thing you have to make sure of is the direction that the line gets actually put on. So you can see here I've got a little slot, hopefully you guys can see that. There's a little slot, a little angle that actually provides the direction of the line. Now if you don't have a little slot on your one, you'll have a look, you'll see some arrows on the end over here to tell you which direction to put it in. Now if you put it in the wrong direction, the only thing that will happen is as you try and bump feed it, it actually won't feed out. So it's important to make sure you put it in the right way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed the first line, run that around until I get to my second line, pulling them both in together. And then what I like to do is I'll get my finger in between, okay, holding onto the bottom of it still. That'll separate it and actually give it some sort of guide into going into those sections. So all I'll do, keep pulling that around, making sure that it's nice and tight in there, but you don't want it too tight that it's actually going to get caught into itself. So you want to make sure that it's still able to release when it needs to. You can see it comes in nice and tight, perfectly lined up just by using this technique. So you want to wrap that all the way around until you're left with just 2 little ends left on there. So once you've wrapped that down, you've got your 2 little ends left almost at the end of the line. What I do is I just put 2 fingers over the top to stop it from unraveling, and now I've got my 2 ends ready to go. So once my line's ready, I've still got my fingers over the top to make sure it doesn't unravel. You'll notice that over here you've got 2 little holes. So you've got one hole here, one hole on the other side. This is where the line comes out of. Doesn't matter which side goes in first, as long as you get both of them in, both separate lines. So we've got one line going through here. The other line I'll feed through the other side. And then what I want to do is simply slop this over the top and pull the strings on either side to make sure that it's nice and tight. Making sure to be careful so it doesn't unravel once again. So slop that over the top. Keep everything nice and tight. If you like, you can pull it as you go to make sure it sits nice and perfect. As you can see, that one's in place. Then we get the cover, making sure to keep your hand over the top, otherwise that'll spring out of place. So just put your finger over the top, pop the cover back on the way it was before, so just slot them into place. Once it's ready, pop that through, and you can see that's now ready to go. If you find that your line's a bit too long and it's going to start hitting on your guard, all you do is simply cut that off. Do the same thing on the other side. And now we're ready to go. So there you have it, guys. That's how to replace the line on your line trimmer, line edger, whippersnipper, weed eater, weed whacker, whatever it is that you want to call it. Hopefully you guys have worked out now how to replace your line and you're ready to get back into cutting your lawns. If there's anything else you guys would like to learn how to do in or around your house, put it in the comment section below and I'll be happy to show you guys how to do it. As always, like, comment and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Bill. Thanks for watching Billshowto.